It is September, so in this household, we celebrate fall. And to celebrate fall in the full spirit, I would love if you would just be doing something fall while listening to this episode, okay? You could be on your way to go get a new fall drink from a coffee shop, whether it's Starbucks or a local one. You could be decorating for fall. You could be making a fall treat. Whatever it is, okay? I just really want you to embrace the season of fall right now, okay? This is the time to shine. This is when I feel like a lot of us just really thrive. And I'm excited for this, okay? So this episode is all about how to get into the fall spirit, how to feel your best autumn self. And I am so excited because this is so fun. This is one of my favorite seasons. I'm a fall spring girl, and this is going to be a really, really fun episode. So let's jump in. Would anyone like to guess what the drink is today? Because I don't think it would be that hard. If you're thinking something pumpkin, you are spot on. Today I have a hot coffee decaf with the Chobani pumpkin spice creamer, okay, in a cute little mug. It's not a fall mug. And full transparency, my fall mugs are packed somewhere. And I put the box somewhere and I thought, you know what, fall's almost here, so I'm going to leave these very accessible for myself. And the box has gone missing, so I'm not sure where the box went, but I'm going to find it very soon and start using my pumpkin mugs for the rest of the podcast episodes, probably until November 15th. That's the date I'm setting for myself. Then I start to get in the Christmas spirit and we'll slowly adjust to like winter. But here we are talking about fall. And I want to have a conversation with you guys, okay? Last year, I was young, I was naive, and I made a statement. In last year's fall episode, and I said, fall decor is not needed. Fall decor is expensive and you don't use it, and it's materialistic and you should not have it. In more or less words. I didn't say it's quite as extreme, but that was pretty much the gist of what I said. And I would like to formally renege on what I said, okay? Fall is the time to decorate your home in the oranges, in the greens, in the browns, in the tans, and embrace it. Embrace it in its fullness. There are so many budget-friendly ways to decorate your space for fall. And I don't know, maybe it's having a house now where I'm like, oh no, it's fall and we will be decorating for fall. I am not a Halloween person. Never really have been, never will be. I can guarantee you that's not something I'll renege on later. And it's funny because when I first married my husband, he was like, I'm going to go all out for Halloween. And I was like, I don't love this. Can we adjust to Christmas? And so after some talks about why I just think Halloween, like, it's creepy. I don't love it. Honestly, guys, I hate Halloween. I really do. And not because I'm like some religious crazy person. Like, I don't love it. Okay. So with that being said, I was like, let's put all of our energy into Christmas. So he's going to be a Christmas decorate like fanatic. But for me in this season, I'm going to be a fall decorator. Okay. And I'm very, very excited about this. And I'm just ready. Okay. So let's talk about what fall means this year. What are we drinking? What are we eating? What are we doing? And let's just get in the fall spirit together. Okay. All the fall things. First off, I will be discussing the fall drinks. So we're going to base this off of a Starbucks menu to start because everyone has a Starbucks. Like, we all got one. All my international girlies who are listening right now, I see you. I love you. And you have Starbucks too. So we're going to start with Starbucks. And then I want to talk a little bit about some local drinks that I've seen from coffee shops that are not massive chains. Okay. So the Apple Crisp Shaken Espresso. Last year, if we remember correctly, it was a macchiato. I am not a macchiato person. When I was younger, I thought I was, and then I became a barista for like 4 months, and I realized I'm not a macchiato person because it's basically a latte, just more expensive. So I am no longer a macchiato girly, and I was very surprised when they switched up to the Apple Crisp Shaken Espresso. But with how well their brown sugar espresso did, Shaken Espresso, not surprised, actually. So I tried it and it was delicious. Absolutely amazing. What I love about the Apple Crisp drinks is they are not too sweet. Sometimes when you get into the pumpkin chai teas, which I will get to in a second, It's a little too sweet, okay? But these apple crisp drinks, absolutely amazing. My next drink to try, have not tried this yet, is going to be a cold brew with apple crisp in the cold foam. I'm going to see how that tastes because I'm really a big fan of that apple crisp flavor. It's very subtle. It's like subtle fall. Pumpkin is a classic. It's a staple. We have it on our calendar every single year when the pumpkin cream cold brew comes out. It is Matt's favorite thing in the entire world. Like literally, if he had one thing that he could drink, actually eat even, before he dies, he will 1,000,000% say the pumpkin cream cold brew every single time. And that's not an exaggeration. Like I've never seen a man love a drink so much. So this is on the calendar. It's like a national celebration in our home when the pumpkin cream cold brew comes out. So obviously we've already had some. Very good, very classic. When we get into the pumpkin chai teas, it's a little sweet, guys. It's a little sweet. So we just have to take a step back sometimes. And what I suggest doing is removing the vanilla from it. It has a vanilla base in it. If you take it out, it's a lot less like boom on your tongue. Like, whoa. It's just calmer, okay? And I've been in a little bit more of a calm season. I don't know about you, but fall to me is not screaming sweet. It's screaming relaxed. Relaxed. Do you like that whisper? I kind of like that. Oh, that was fun. And at least in my ears, it was fun. So anyways, that's what we're talking about for Starbucks. I know Dunkin' has their version of the pumpkin stuff. I worked at Dunkin'. I did not enjoy working there the whole time. And I personally don't regular Dunkin'. Let's just leave it there. Okay? So, moving on to some of the fun drinks I've seen. I have seen some really fun s'mores drinks. I have seen some really, really fun, interesting like orange peel kind of drinks. So I'm getting a lot of like the oranges, I'm getting the s'mores, the campfires, just those drinks that make me feel so cozy inside. Very, very excited. This weekend, my husband and I are going to try some new coffee shops too, throughout the area, just because now that we live on north side of Fort Worth, a whole new world is open to us. It's no longer a 20-minute drive to some of these coffee shops that I've been wanting to try. So stay tuned for some more. Be sure to follow the Inspired Lady Instagram if you guys aren't. And the reason being is because I am posting on there a lot more. Just like life content and things like that. I'm being a little bit better social media girly on 2 accounts now, which is exhausting. Let me tell you, it's exhausting, but I'm doing it for you because I love you. Okay. Moving on. I'm talking about the fall decor. I mentioned getting fall decor on a budget. I see so many people go into Target and spend hundreds of dollars. Like we're talking $50 per throw pillow. And $50 per candle, okay? And this is where that I was really coming from last year when I said, stop buying the fall decor. Because you leave it out for 2 months, let's be honest, before we're ready for Christmas decor. And you've spent all this money that you didn't need to. And it was just coming from a place of feeling so left behind, feeling so less than, because I could not decorate my home in that way, and I couldn't go drop hundreds of dollars on fall decor. I still can't. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever be in that place just because I'm not sure my budget-minded self could ever get past the idea of spending that much money on fall decor and all the other places money can go. So, what are we doing? I recently discovered this store. If you have one near you, please go. Please go and just maybe like send me a picture so I can be there with you for a second. It's called Pop Shelf. Never been there. Apparently, my family's known about this and they go all the time. And I walked in there. And let me tell you, you know how like Five Below is the dollar store on steroids? This is Five Below on freaking steroids. So everything's very budget friendly. Not $5, but like 10, okay? And it is gorgeous. Literally, you walk in and you're just taken to another world. There's a kitchen section. There's a clothing section. There's a like cosmetology section. I'm not sure I would go there, but you know, maybe you should. And then there's like the seasonal section, and I literally had my heart stop. I'm going to post a reel because I told Matt if he does not take me this Sunday to Pop Shelf, there will be a riot in our marriage if I do not go to Pop Shelf, okay? So I will post a reel and show you guys what I'm talking about. With that being said, Five Below also has some really, really, really cute fall decor. And I'm gonna even throw this out there. The dollar store has some cute little floral arrangements and just some like little things. I go to the dollar store for like all of my glasses. The glassware at the dollar store, unmatched. Unmatched. Literally, it's so good. And it's cute and it's cheap. So I formally renege on saying that fall decor is stupid and we shouldn't do it. Because we should. But we also should do it on a budget if we need to. If you have the means to go to Target and spend all the money and do all the things, honestly, girl, go freaking you, because you are so cool. And I love that for you so much. But for us budget girlies, we got to go to those cheaper places, and that's okay. There's so many fun options. I was in Aldi the other day because, again, budget friendly. We were going through the aisles. There were some cute fall things there. So just finding fall decor in places that are maybe a little less Target or a little less Pottery Barn or, you know, one of those higher end places has been game changing for me. And I think we're going to do the same thing at Christmas. Granted, stay tuned for the holiday episode, okay? Moving on from the fall decor. Actually, wait, there's one more thing I want to say about this. So I have been like slowly making my life like less toxic, okay? Like detergents, cleaners, all of the things, okay? And candles are the one thing everyone keeps saying, like, Belle, they're so toxic. You've got to find something else. So I use diffusers, stuff like that. But this fall, I will be doing potpourri, okay? Potpourri is where you boil water on the stove and you put in there cinnamon, vanilla, orange rinds, maybe a little apple, some bay leaves, and you like simmer it. And it makes your house smell like literal fall heaven, okay? And I am so, so excited because I have been in houses that do this. I have been to places and I thought, what is that smell? It's a great candle. No, it's potpourri. So I will be doing potpourri this fall. And we will be remaining as little toxic as possible, okay? Maybe we'll do a whole episode on toxic switches or non-toxic switches I've made in my home, and just chat about it because it's been a slow process throughout the last year. And Matt low-key hates half the things that I've switched out because he is a Tide and Windex boy through and through. But he's coming around to my side. He really is, okay? Let's talk wardrobe. Fall. I am a cold weather girl. I have discovered this since living in Texas. And this isn't like grass is greener on the other side situation. I truly, genuinely love the cold weather. Our last vacation, we went to Alaska. And I was like, this is where I belong. I belong where I'm going, ooh, I'm a little chilly right now. I belong where the people can layer their clothes. And so I do know that now. And it is 103 degrees today. I am wearing jeans and a t-shirt. But I also pulled out all of my fall sweaters and I will be wearing them like every day moving forward because I don't really care. I would rather sweat and look cute than wear summer clothes through December. I am so excited about all my chunky sweaters. I forget. Here's what I do is I pack up my fall clothes in like March because that's when it is like hitting 100 degrees here in Texas again. So I pack up all of my fall clothes and then I pull it back out and it's like, oh, surprise, you have a whole new wardrobe. It's so fun. It's literally so fun. So I recently did that and I was like, chunky sweaters, here I am. I love a good flannel. I don't wear them often. I wish I did. I only have one and it's cute. But I think I might try to wear it more often this season. Next, overalls. I just feel like overalls are so cute, so fall. Even the shorts overalls, they kind of are summery, but if you put a chunky sweater under it with your shorts, I mean, how cute, right? And it's totally a fall look. And cargo pants. Big cargo pants girl. Big cargo pants girl. I love them. I have them in tan and black. And I want a green, like almost like army pants. And I just think it'd be so cute. Matt says I'm not allowed to get any more pants until I get rid of some, which in his defense, they do take up a large section of our closet. But also, I mean, they're cute and I'm really excited about cargo pants this year. And lastly, lounge sets. I will never be over a good lounge set. I think that they're so fun. I think that they're perfect for every season, but something about going and getting a apple crisp shaken espresso and wearing a cute lounge set and then going to pick up a pumpkin pie from your local bakery, be still my heart. I literally can't. It's so fun. What are we watching? let's talk about what we're watching for fall. I don't want to hear any slack when I say this one. Harry freaking Potter, okay? We should be reading and watching Harry Potter in the fall. And this is a controversial statement in some Christian circles. I understand. And if you feel strongly, just fast forward the next 10 seconds. I think it's the best fall show. Everyone's going to school. There's like this magic in the air. It's just so fall. Fall. And I love it. So Harry Potter movies are fun. And by the time I watch all of them, all 8 or 9, it's the end of fall. You know what I mean? By the time you get through them all, you did it. So it's great. I also love Gossip Girl during this season as well. Very much so like the school vibes, very fun. Just some extra drama that I'm not actually a part of, but I get to just sit back and be like, oh, yes. And entertain me, really, is what I meant to say. And Gilmore Girls. Here's my bone to pick with Gilmore Girls. I think it is the ultimate fall show. I think that if you want your fall feels, you have to watch Gilmore Girls. But Gilmore Girls, I believe right now, I did some research yesterday, is only available on Netflix. And I am sick and tired of Netflix. Sick and tired, I tell you, because they have this new thing where you can't log into your freaking TV unless you're like the people that pay for it. And what happened to sharing is caring? What happened to share your password? Like, Matt and I don't pay for our own Netflix account. No, we use my parents. But we can't actually watch it anymore. And it's upsetting, unless I want to watch it on my phone. And no one wants to watch Gilmore Girls on your phone to get in the fall spirit. Oh, so annoying. So that's my bone to pick with Netflix. But if you have it and you can watch it and you pay for it in your home, I'm so jealous, okay? Now, this is the next little like random thing that I want to say. I am all about the board games this fall. Absolutely all about it. Matt and I have been really into Scrabble lately. It's so fun, so random. And we play Scrabble a lot. Usually one game a weekend, which I guess maybe is not a lot to some people, but I love Scrabble. I think it's a perfect little fall activity. We also love to play Clue when we have a group of people with us, like whenever my family comes into town. Love a good game of Clue. So fun, so fall. And then also cards. There's something so nice about maybe like getting some apple cider and sitting at the dining table, lighting some candles, non-toxic candles, not my pumpkin ones. The potpourri is what smells good in this situation. And playing a card game. I love the cards games. We have a lot that we rotate through, and it's just so stinking fun, and I love it. I feel like it's so much more fun than like watching a movie necessarily with like your friends or your significant other, just because you get to like actually communicate with them. And I don't know, there's something so beautiful about sitting down and play a board game. Next, let's talk about what we're eating, okay? Muffins. I should just stop the podcast there. There is something so beautiful about a fall muffin, okay? I could go on about this. I mean, we're talking about those cinnamon apple muffins. Those pumpkin cream cheese muffins. Oh, so good. And then you have like those, just like the unique ones that people come up with. You go to a little cute pumpkin farm and they've always got that little shelf of fresh baked pumpkin muffins. Straight to my heart. So good. I want to learn how to make this pumpkin muffin. I had it as a child. One of my friend's moms made them. And they just were the greatest things I've ever eaten in my life. They were so good, and I'm going to make them. You put a little cream cheese frosting on there, a dash of cinnamon on top. Oh, so good. I love them so much. Not healthy, but you know what? It's okay because we're about to go into hibernation season, so it's fine. That's what we're meant to do. Caramel apples. Yeah, so good. I don't care if it's an apple you cut up and then dip in some caramel, or if it's like a classic caramel apple with some like nuts or something sprinkled over it. So good. Such a good fall staple. One of my favorite snacks. Again, we're taking a very healthy snack and making it very unhealthy. But it's fall. Sometimes you just need a good caramel apple, okay? I am not the person that eats it on the stick though. If you are eating a caramel apple on a stick, I actually feel uncomfortable thinking about all of the messiness, the stickiness, the gooiness. It makes my heart stutter a little bit, but it's okay because it's fall and you do you. And apple donuts, man, they get me too. I think apple donuts are better than the pumpkin donuts, and that's just my honest thoughts here. But pumpkin donuts do have a place in this world. But the apple cider donuts have the top spot, okay? Next, I'm going to a football game. I've decided. I texted Matt 2 days ago. I said, babe, clear your schedule on a Saturday coming up. Let's go to a football game. And so we live close to TCU, Texas Christian University, which is like a big football school. Granted, living in Texas, we could go to like any high school and watch like a college level game. But I'm really excited. We're going to hopefully, oh my gosh, I'm praying, be able to bring a blanket, probably just to sit on, because if we put it over ourselves, we'll have heat stroke. And I'm just going to embrace it. I'm going to get a hot chocolate and I'm going to put a blanket over my lap. You know what? Whatever. If we get heat stroke, it was worth it. And I'm going to wear a beanie and I'm going to sit there and I'm going to cheer for the football team like I've never cheered before. And I am ready. I'm ready for this. Okay. Next, what are we reading? Thrillers. Let me tell you, fall is a time for thrillers. I will give you my biggest tip that I will give anyone in the world who's looking to start the world of thriller books. Now, we're not talking horror, okay? Stephen King, he's a king for a reason, okay? He's amazing. His last couple of books have just been, I'm gonna say it, dry. I read his recent one. It was like Once Upon a Time or something like that, very fantasy. I got to like chapter 15 and nothing had happened. I mean, literally, I think we could have wrapped up all the chapters I read in one. And I'm not there anymore. I honestly don't really love like the sci-fi, scary horror books. They're not my cup of tea. What is my cup of tea is a good old-fashioned thriller that keeps you on your toes and you can finish in one sitting and you're literally like, I did not see that coming. Here is how you get started with reading thrillers. Freida McFadden. I could go on a rant about how incredible Freida McFadden is. I'm going to be that person, okay? Cringe with me. I liked her before she was popular, but I mean it, okay? I mean it when I say that. I found Freida like years ago, literally years ago. And I would read some of her earlier work and I would tell people, oh my gosh, she's so good, you should read her. And everyone was like, okay, ha ha ha. Then she came out with The Housemaid, like in The Housemaid book. It is her best book. It is her best book. It literally has so many freaking twists. You get whiplash. You don't see them coming. You simply don't. No one could see it coming. And you read this book, and she like became a New York Times bestseller. It was her big book. She blew up after this, and this was probably like 2 years ago, maybe. And I get it. She deserved it. But then what started happening that kind of irritated me is all these people were like, oh, Freida. And I was like, I've been telling you about Freida now for a very long time, and no one listened. No one listened about how amazing she is. But she's finally getting the credit she deserves. She is a neurosurgeon by day and a best New York Times selling author by night. And this woman comes out with books like I come up with coffee recipes. Bro. She has a new one like every 3 months. And they're all top tier. All of them are top tier. And they all are so good. So if you want to get into some thrillers that are just, you read them in one setting if you can, if you have the time for it, like one afternoon, you can read the whole book. They're light to digest. They're not like, you're not overthinking the whole time. You're just reading a story and the story just literally feels like it's unfolding before you. And every moment you're like, oh. And honestly, if you read The Housemaid, don't even try to figure out where it's going because you won't get it. I'm telling you, you won't. So Freida McFadden, you can get her on Kindle Unlimited if you have that with your Kindle. I believe you can get her from the library. It's iconic. It's amazing. And I'm obsessed with every single moment. So your thrillers. Now, as we wind down our fall podcast, I want to do a little promotional for you guys, okay? In case you did not see, we released planners, the Inspired Lady planners. If you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, I am holding this planner up. This is my baby. This is my everything. This planner has my heart and soul in it. I created it for myself. I literally said, I need a planner that can do what I need it to do, which is function at an extremely high rate. Remind me to exercise, to work on my mental health, to grow my relationship with God, to be grateful about things, to affirm myself, to be 1% better every day, to keep my appointments, my priorities, my schedule, all of the things to just help me live an abundant life, okay? I want to live an abundant life. And I went, none of these planners are cutting it for me. Like, none of them are doing what I need it to do at this high level. So I literally made one. I designed it from scratch. I created this entire planner, and then I was using it. I had it printed, and I was like, my gosh, this is life-changing. This is life-changing, my friends. And I use it all the time. And so I decided to sell them to you guys because they are that helpful. So you can get the digital planner for $5, which means you literally just like get the file. You can use it on your iPad, your laptop, whatever. If you use Notion, you can import it to there, all of the fun things. And you can print it yourself if you so feel inclined. But you can also order the actual like 100-page copy. So it's 100 pages. I literally do the work for you. I will package it. I will make it cute. I'll write you a little note. I will make it so fun. And for my podcast listeners, if you listen this far, I have a treat for you. If you use code BELL, you get an extra 10% off. And I already have the planners on sale. The planners are only $15 right now. I'm literally losing money. Okay? Well, actually, I'm not losing money. Matt told me I'm not allowed to lose money. But the planners are $15. They will ship to you, and you can use code BELL for an additional 10% off just as a little secret for my favorite listeners. So I am so excited about this planner. I think it's gonna like literally change the way you go about your day, and that's my goal because it's changed the way I go about my day. Keeps us organized, and I'm obsessed with it. So I hope you guys are too. There's gonna be more planners coming out because you guys have been so sweet about this. Literally so many sales already. I just feel so grateful that you guys are loving it as much as I love it. So that being said, use code BELL for an extra 10% off. And I hope you guys have a good fall. I hope you can use this resource for your fall. I hope that you listen to this episode getting a fun drink. I hope you are just having fun decorating as you should. And I love you. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. And feel free to tag me in all of your fall decor, fall activity pictures, just because I want to see, okay? I just want to see what you're doing in fall. Okay, love you.